discussed Rodgers, but also one more thing about the Rodgers thing before we move on. I think one thing that people always come to with the Rodgers thing is, hey, if you're going to talk Rodgers, how are you not talking Lamar Jackson? Which is a fair point. I mean, Lamar Jackson is like 15 years younger than Aaron Rodgers, and he has missed some time the last couple of years, but still, he's in his 20s. He's been an MVP. He's one hell of an athlete. Why won't they have that conversation?
I guess because I don't know. I actually read, I think also what was someone's that article on Athletic about like everyone views Lamar Jackson's win-loss record in the playoffs as bad because he's like 1-3 or something like that. He's 1-3 and his game's not sustainable, which that's one thing I believe too is like his game is not too sustainable. He keeps getting hurt. But ultimately, I think for the 49ers, it's like, dude, the talking point to get to this guy is like 2 firsts, and then like I think ultimately it's just the contract. They don't want to be tied up to so much money into that so much money into a guy who's already on a nice little pattern. It looks like it's starting that he's getting hurt. And if you're the 49ers, it's like, dude, I'm tired of like these quarterbacks. Even if that was just 2 blips, which I still think he'd be worth the flyer on. Like, why not just do it? But I think ultimately they don't want to be tied up too much into the cap and like and the potential picks that could come with it. I just think they're scarred. I think they're scarred with all the players who come injured, and it seems like it'd be more safer to go with the Aaron Rodgers route. That same reason why Brady was on the table. He doesn't get hurt. It's like I'd rather take the guarantee of this guy who's less and no picks than all this money and potential picks to a guy who might get hurt down the line.
Also, I don't know that the Niners can afford Lamar Jackson. I mean, think about it. He wants a fully guaranteed contract. He's a quarterback. That's a lot of money. And you have to have that money in cash. You got to put it in an escrow account. Mm-hmm. The Niners they're wealthy, the Yorks, but they also have a lot of their money tied up in investments. You know what I mean? Like Leeds United. I mean, they're proud of it. They talk about the 50 highest, biggest investments the 49ers make. Do they have $200 million in cash, $300 million in cash to put in an escrow account for Lamar Jackson? How many teams do? I don't know.
I think the majority don't.
I don't know that the Niners can even afford Lamar Jackson. That might be part of what's going on here. I wanted to ask at the owners' meetings, John, would you ever give a fully guaranteed contract to a player? But everyone was fighting for questions about the Niners, and that's like a broad question. I didn't get a chance. But one day I'd like to ask. I think it's a good question to ask every general manager. Yeah. Would you ever give a fully guaranteed contract under any circumstances?
That's why Deshaun Watson the Browns really messed it all up with that contract. It's like everyone, I think that's why I keep saying like all the owners, like that's why I don't really fully believe it's included. It's like, dude, all the owners are just pissed at the Haslams, the Browns. It's like, dude, you idiot! Like what Adam Sandler would say. Like,
do you understand the implications of what you just did?
Like, are you stupid? Like, you screwed us all. Now,
but I think from the Browns' perspective, it's like, guys, the league is going this direction eventually, like inevitably. Like, get with the times. If it wasn't us, it's going to be someone else. Like, stop dragging your heels. But at the same time, it didn't exactly work out for the Browns. Like, Deshaun Watson looks like he's not what he was.
It's like the Browns press fast forward 10 years down the lines, and the NFL is like, why'd you do that? Especially him. You're going to make him the example? Because now you have like half the quarterbacks in the league who have a case to say, hey, I'm better than that. At least I'm a better person at the very least. So it's like, you give it to the wrong player.
It's true. It's like, hey, man, I don't have 27 lawsuits against me. How about, Joey Mellon says apparently no one can afford Lamar. Do y'all think Rodgers is washed? I mean, is he washed? Like, look at his numbers last year. Compare him to the Niners quarterbacks every year since Jeff Garcia. Like, it's no.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, he's still one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the league.